Alright guys, welcome back to the Combustion Gamer YouTube channel and NASCAR Heat 5. We are back here racing, Florida racing the Ford F-150 truck, and we're here at Iowa for the M&M's 200. So we got our truck here, we got our racetrack. We're going to skip our practice and qualifying and go straight into the race. Alright guys, if you haven't already hit that like and subscribe button, please do so. That helps out the channel. And if you want to consider supporting the channel, you can do that as well. Check the links. Thanks. Alright guys, so we got Zane Smith who crashed. We got Jason White with a failed pre-race inspection. And Mike Harmon had to replace some parts. And so that's going to put him rather far back there. But here we go racing at Iowa in the daytime. I usually race at night, so I forgot this particular truck races in the daytime, so that's a little bit different. So we are back here on the channel, so luckily, I forget exactly what I had going on, but I think I took basically an entire week off from recording anything. Still a little bit on the congested side. Decided to come down with a cold or some sort of nonsense, and so we're back racing, so hopefully the voice will warm up here just a little bit more than it is right now. But hopefully you guys are having a good week, and hopefully you guys enjoyed today's video of racing. Alright, so far we're doing pretty good. Truck feels nice. We're already moving up from the rear up to 13th. Iowa is one of my favorite tracks of all time. I'm going to kind of turn my volume down here into my ear just a little bit. There we go. But yeah, I've enjoyed this track. Once I get into a really good groove, this track is a lot of fun to drive and makes for a really good race. And also the AI are usually fairly competitive as well with their lines. I've lost some races with guys actually running the top line, so I've always enjoyed this track. It's fun, that's for sure. Definitely would like to see it back on the schedule myself. Truck Series, Xfinity, even Cup. Actually, I'd love to see Cup on this track, just with how small, for the most part, it is. It really is a pretty cool track. So, but anyways, up to 9th here with our truck. We're doing pretty good. And luckily right now, just doing mostly beating and banging days. We're getting to start freezing. Sorry about that, sir. So I'm not really gonna know what we got going on with the truck in this first stage, but it looks like we got quite a bit of wear there on the front right, so we're going to have to start working to address that. We got ourselves 5 laps into a 14-lap sprint, so if I'm looking at the fuel correctly, that means that there should be no pit stops during this stage. We'll see what that, yep, so no pitting in this particular stage here, so that's definitely going to be helpful. Crafton! Thank you. Sent me into the wall there a little bit, but I came up on you, so that's good. Oh, I lost a lot of rear tire on that one as well. Look at that. That spun me around pretty good. Wow. I've never really seen a tire do that with a little collision like that. That's interesting. At least I haven't noticed it anyways. But yeah, look at that. I mean, we were at about 79% on that rear tire. And we're pretty low on the front right, and that rear tire with that little collision, that thing dropped way down. That's interesting. Pardon the voice. Alright, so we're still making our way up. We got Grant Infinger up there in the lead. He usually does dominate this track. He does usually a really good job. We also got Johnny Sauter up there, and I believe that is Ross Chastain there in the number 2 position, giving Crafton a little bit of a bump there. We're going to get 2 minutes some more there. Right side starting to wear out just a little bit. So part of the wear on the tires is just being out of the groove, not coasting into the turns, using a little bit of brake to really get this bottom line running. So that's the main reason why we had so much wear. Using that truck? Pin roads, yeah. Pin roads trying to take us out there a little bit as well. nice and careful around these trucks here. As you can see, I mean, they can get some really good runs on you on the bottom and the top, just depending on what kind of momentum they have. And obviously I'm trying to save some tire now, as I have really gone through them quite a bit. And it's not making it very not making it easy to stay on the bottom, just because of the amount of grip we don't have right now. So man, we busted through the field really good, so that means our truck has a lot of speed and a really decent setup, but we used up tons of tire and used up the truck quite a bit to get here. And that's starting to cause us to get run down by bin roads here. Which, this is a cool truck with the red wheels, the red rims. That's a pretty cool looking truck. Kind of rare, honestly. Look at that, that's pretty cool. Going on by us. The guys in the truck shop, though, they know what they are doing. They put together these trucks and they did a really good job. We're still working on getting the Xfinity guys the equipment they need to get those cars up to the same scratch as these trucks. But what it's looking like is what at the end of this season, we'll probably be shuttering the full-time Xfinity series and doing a part-time schedule with it, and letting somebody in the background drive it, while we're working on building up our cup team that we're hoping to do in the next season. So we'll see how that goes, but that's currently what the team's kind of working on. We're still trying our best to get a championship both here in the trucks and Xfinity. We just missed out on it last year in trucks, so that's kind of disappointing, but we got to really work this year and staying in pretty good contention and being up here in the top 5. That's really going to help us. So there we go, got some points. Got Brett Moffitt up there. Okay, so I was thinking it was Ross Chastain, but it's actually Brett Moffitt. Yeah, he's good at this track too. Almost always up there. Alright, and we were running those tires ragged, so we're going to fill it up all the way. We're going to fix up any damages on there. Tape. That's interesting. We're running tape? Huh. Okay. I liked how the truck felt. I just wasn't in the groove, so we're going to leave everything the same. Oh, Pit Crew did a great job getting us out in front. Thanks for that. So we're going to try here, get into a really good groove, and hopefully be able to save some tires, as we have a 12-lap shootout here in stage 2. And we're going to watch these tires here and really work on saving us some tire. It's just, we need to be in the groove here and save that tire. So we'll see what kind of groove we can get into. Truck feels a little bit on the stiff side. We have some clouds running in. That's probably cooling the track off just a little bit. There we go. Doing a little bit better of a job rolling the corner. Grant Infinger's still with us here. You can get a little bit too low there, and that's going to cause you to really have to drift up the track to catch it. Grant Infinger's right here with us, so I mean, he's got about the same speed as we do. Truck feels good though. Doesn't feel like we're having any stability issues. So that's nice to know. Got there pretty close to the line, but got right where we need to be. So yeah, it's really about being real nice and gentle on the entry. You can see the Grand Infinity just charging into the turn. Alright, yeah, real good job. We're wearing actually more on the rear tire than we are the front. Which that can open up a whole new can of worms as well. But we're really watching the saving of the tires is really what helps you at this track, because at the end, if you don't have any tire and you're slipping around, especially in the final stage, these guys will run you down, because they're able to save tire a whole lot better than you are at this track. I'm not sure what it is with the AI on that, but they will save far more tire than you will be able to. So we can see right there into the corner, a little bit wonky, kind of got a lot of wear there, gotta kind of slow things back down again. Just really smoothing out the tempo, how much you're putting the wear in, and not doing stuff like that, going below the line. That'll spin you out. It does. I usually have at least one spin out during a race at Iowa, just because that's how that works. I just get too happy trying to get below this double yellow line. Not double, but just yellow. And trying to get more than that's actually there. So we're doing pretty good though. Liking how the truck feels. Truck feels really good. Starting to loosen up just a tad as the tires wear. But other than that, the truck feels extremely smooth. Very fast, has good acceleration. If we start running anything slower though, the guys behind us are definitely going to take us over, because Granite Finger is on a mission and he would like to win this race. No doubt. I think, if I remember correctly, didn't check the point standings prior to the beginning, I believe he is the points leader. So we want to take as many of those points away from him as we possibly can, and try to get things a little bit tighter between him and us. Ooh, got a little bit loose back there. That's interesting. So currently with the line, I mean, you see that right there, we are wearing more on the rear tire than we are the front. So that's, I kind of like that myself, just because it usually makes the rear end looser than the front. I don't like having the front wear so much early on if I can. So I mean, honestly, the balance of this truck's working really good for this track, and I'm really enjoying it at the current moment. You see right there, we've got a really good amount of wear going. Yeah, we got more wear going on the rear of the truck than we do the turns for the fronts, and that's good. That means we are really saving those front tires. We're keeping the front steering grip, we're keeping that, and the only thing that we're really wearing is on takeoff and acceleration, maybe a little bit on brake as well with the rear tires. So, I mean, we're doing good. Oh, there we go. Caution has happened in stage 2 for us. But yeah, we're doing a really good job on tire management. So I like seeing that. That's good. Alright, so we're going to get ourselves filled up here. Shouldn't be any damage we need to do anything with. Let's see here. Yep, everything looks good there. So, I mean, we're going to leave it. The truck's doing a great job. Got some more clouds rolling in. Going to see if that changes how the track reacts and stuff. But we should be pretty good to go for the rest of the race here. 16 laps of fuel. 19 laps remaining. So what we got is a pretty quick, at the end of the race, pit stop. So at the end of this stage there will be a pit stop. What's interesting is some of these guys will somehow manage to get fuel. It's usually what happens. And it's very strange how they get the fuel, but they can make it all the way. So I didn't figure they Okay, I wanted to take points away from him, but I didn't want to do it quite like that. We got Matt Crafton there. I'm just out of the groove at the moment, so got to kind of ease back into where I need to be running here. But yeah, sometimes these guys can somehow manage the fuel and the tires so that they are good all the way through to the end. So that's going to be interesting. So trucks handle a little bit differently, but I think that's because just the way we started kind of messed up the tire temps. So we got to kind of ease back into where we need to be running. Crafton has some speed though, because he didn't have the speed earlier. Ooh, getting a little bit to the wood there. That's not going to be helpful at all. Alrighty. Back into the groove here. There we go. So we're running a little bit better there. Now we got Crafton in front of us, so that means we got to take the turn ever so slightly different now. What's weird is you actually got a Ford logo right in the middle of the Menards. That's kind of strange there. Interesting brand placement. Yeah, I just way too much speed into the turn. We might actually get Crafton here. I think he's gonna, yep. He's gonna get back underneath us. Ooh, he sends us up a little bit. Side by side was not what I wanted to see in this stage, because that's messing up my tire management. But luckily we have a pit stop, so it does kind of help. Looks like we got 2 trucks out of the race. Ow! Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. I don't know what happened to Crafton there, but he's totally spun out. Luckily I was paying attention, actually checked up. It's like he was he was taking up the whole track there. I couldn't get around that. I was too busy looking at the fact that we have 2 trucks out of the session already for some reason that apparently I didn't catch on to. I didn't see if there was anybody prior to that stage caution stage 2, if there's anyone there before, so we might have had 2 trucks wreck out. One fair swoop there. That's pretty interesting. Okay, that's interesting to note there. And we're messing up our tires right now, so I mean we're good right now. Now here's the question. So we gotta watch the tires, but what are we gonna do when it comes to pit stop? If the tires, currently we are at already about 70%. Yeah, we're going to be about 70% there as we're running on those left side tires. And so watching that, when we pit, yeah, I think we're going to have to take all 4s depending on where we end up pitting and where that is. Because if that's below about 50 there on that left side, I'm going to want tires to fix that. Because that's going to make the truck drive really weird. And we want to have as much speed at the end as we can. That's going to slow down a pit stop, but and we got damage too, which we shouldn't have to worry about that. That doesn't really seem to be affecting too much. What do we got here behind us? I think it's roads again. Can't tell if those red tires or not. Yep, we got roads behind us again, so I don't remember how he's doing this season. We'll have to double check, but I'm thinking he's kind of hungry for some points, would be my best guess. We got 8 laps remaining in the stage, 5 laps of fuel, and we are just tearing up those right side tires right now, totally running a different lane. I just haven't really been able to run the bottom with how the tires are doing, so we're kind of running more mid. Yeah, because I can't get down there, so something with the tires, something potentially with the track temp causing us not to be able to run the bottom. We are just wearing those tires down, so I need to try and conserve that a little bit more than I'm doing right now. Keeping an eye about, ooh, we got somebody smoking here. That could change the whole complexion really quick. Alright, we got that guy right there, slow on track, so that could potentially be a caution. See if he gets around or not. And we are chewing through the tire there really quick, so just gotta keep an eyeball on that. And there we go, cautions. That's going to totally change what everybody does. We're going to go ahead, take the little bit of fuel that we need, which is that. We're not going to fix damage. We're going to take 4 tires, see where we end up. So here we go. So that's what I was thinking was going to happen. We got guys that stayed out, or not stayed out, but didn't take all 4 tires, or just took 2. So now 4 brand new tires. Back here with these guys, we've got to get back up. Good job by the pit crew though. 4 tires stopping, only losing us that many spots to these guys. Luckily we can use up as much tires as we want. So green, white, checkered is what we got going on here, and we got to go. So we can be a little bit more aggressive and crazy because we do not need to save any of this tire for later, because all of this tire is going to get used up right about now. Nice and easy. Get up into road just a little bit. Use him to help turn. Alright, we got Smith and we got Crafton. And truck's not handling quite as well. Crafton's going to get it. So, I mean, we're still going to get 3rd, which is really good, but yeah, it just That was a lot of laps that they ran under caution, though, as well, that's interesting. So Crafton wins it. So that was, I don't know, that was a weird race there at the end. So I'm not totally sure. Yeah, I guess we could have taken some just the right side tires, but honestly, that was a lot of tire that I was going to need, and I used quite a bit of it there in those last 2 laps. I mean, yep, just one of those things. Just the truck didn't warm up fast enough to get up there. But yep. So Crafton got himself a win. So good job for him. Alright, so here we go. So after spinning out right in front of us, he actually wins the thing. So, I mean, at Crafton, I don't know what he had, but he had great speed. In fact, actually, all the ThorSport trucks had speed. You had Crafton up there, Ben Rhodes, Grant Infinger, and the other truck was up there, Johnny Sauter. He was up there, too. So, I mean, all of those trucks, I don't know what they had, but they always have a lot of good speed at this particular track. So, I mean, good job to them. Zane Smith, though, I mean, he popped up from out of nowhere to get second. So, I mean, good job for him. Gus Dean was able to use some good strategy there, get 6th. Jennifer Jo Cobb, once again, good strategy, able to get 8. Angela Ruck almost got some points. So, I mean, some of these guys, they did a good job playing the strategy there and got themselves some pretty good points. I mean, Tanner Gray and Tyler Ingram, look at that. Those guys had some major issues happen. Wow, they were out for a lot of this race. Good night. So, anyways, that's the race results rundown. So there we go, pretty good payout for the truck race there at Iowa. Definitely thanks to the fans for doing the merch. So they are definitely helping us out. Looking at the point standings here, so there we go. We have 4 wins to Grant Infinger's 2. He's getting some more consistent finishes though. And so he's ended up there in first still. So I'm not totally sure how that's working, but he's doing a great job in points, that's for sure. We got Austin Hill, Ross Chastain, Johnny Sauter, Stuart Friesen, and as I said, Matt Crafton definitely hungry. Able to get his first win of the season there and jump himself into 7th, currently locked into the Truck Series playoffs. We got Brett Moffitt, Todd Goodland, Christian Eckes, Ben Rhodes, and Zane Smith. Those guys are all in the top 12, so currently they're locked in as far as I can tell. And we got quite a few people here and there with some playoff points, so they're doing fairly decent there, getting those points. But let's see here, where did Ross Chastain go, actually? In the standings. Did I see him? There he is. 4th. Okay. I didn't even see him the whole race. I was thinking, who was I thinking was him? I was thinking Brett Moffitt was him. So I mean, I don't know what he was doing this race, but he definitely wasn't in the front. That was Brett Moffitt all the way. So interesting. He's having a good season though in 4th, but yeah, I didn't see him the entire race. That's pretty interesting. Usually he's really good. So, anyways, we got an Xfinity race, guys, to do after this. So. We will see you in that video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed today's video. I'm going to hopefully get my voice warmed up in the next 10 seconds prior to recording that race. But anyways, thanks guys for watching. And yeah, look at that. Started 30th and ended 2nd. Oh, started. Oh, wow. Wow. Okay, that's some interesting stuff there. We did a really good job leading the laps there, but Zane Smith there started in 30th and went to 2nd. And then Stuart Friesen went from 1st to 27th. So that is, wow. That's interesting. But anyways, guys, as I was saying, thanks for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe. And we'll see you guys at the Xfinity race next up. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.